A state of emergency envelops the atmosphere of a hospital near the military precinct when an international superstar, Jungkook, is suddenly rushed to the emergency room. This incident suddenly shocked many parties, especially his family and loyal fans. However, the revealed facts of this incident are much more shocking. The doctor gives a bitter statement that slices through the hearts of Jungkook's family, making everyone wonder, how could this happen to a Jungkook, and who should be responsible for his condition? In an official statement, Jungkook's condition was diagnosed as acute food poisoning. But the story does not stop there. Another surprising fact is the cause of such food poisoning. Based on preliminary investigations, there is a strong suspicion that the food Jungkook consumed had been deliberately poisoned by a senior soldier. This news is like a thunderbolt in broad daylight, especially considering Jungkook's status as a public figure who is serving his military duty as a cook in one of South Korea's military camps. What is really going on behind the walls of the camp? The incident first came to light when Jungkook, who is known to be very disciplined in carrying out his duties, suddenly complained of severe abdominal pain after lunch. Witnesses at the scene said Jungkook looked deathly pale and had trouble standing up. The situation worsened until he finally lost consciousness and was rushed to a nearby hospital. Jungkook's family, who were immediately contacted by the military, found out the hard truth when doctors explained that the poison in his body could have a long-term impact on his digestive system. This situation raises big questions. Who had the malicious intent to harm Jungkook, and why? According to reliable sources, this incident has its roots in internal conflicts in the military camp. Jungkook, known for his warm and humble personality, turns out to be the target of mistreatment by a senior soldier. This allegation was further reinforced by the findings of an internal military hearing that revealed that the senior soldier deliberately put harmful substances into Jungkook's food. This inhumane act drew anger, both from the family, fans, and the general public. Jungkook's family lawyer gave an emotional statement, saying this was a serious violation of human rights. We are not only talking about Jungkook as an artist or a global icon, but also as a human being who has the right to be treated with fairness and respect. The lawyer said. The incident sparked a wave of protests on social media, with hashtags such as #Justice for Jungkook and #Protect Our Soldiers trending for several days in a row. However, this story does not stop only at the emotional aspect. The military trial held to handle the case has handed down a verdict to the senior soldier. In the announced verdict, the perpetrator was found guilty of a dangerous act that put Jungkook's life at risk. The penalties imposed include large fines, dismissal from military service, as well as possible imprisonment. Although this decision is considered fair by some, many argue that the actions of the offender are not enough just with the punishment. What if this incident had a permanent impact on Jungkook's health? Various speculations and theories continue to emerge regarding the motives behind the perpetrator's actions. Is this based on envy of Jungkook's popularity, or is there another, more complex reason? Some of Jungkook's colleagues in the military camp testified that he was often the target of cynical comments and intimidation because of his status as an international star. There was real jealousy towards him, said one of the witnesses, who did not want to be named. Some people feel that Jungkook gets preferential treatment just because of his fame, even though he works hard like all of us. Meanwhile, Jungkook's family faces tremendous emotional pressure. The mother, who could not hold back her tears when interviewed by the media, revealed how difficult the situation was for her family. We just want him to be healthy and happy, but to see him lying weak like this is a nightmare for us, the mother said in a trembling voice. The fans, known as the Army, also showed their solidarity by sending prayers, messages of support, as well as raising funds to support Jungkook's legal fees and recovery. Not only the fans. The South Korean public also paid great attention to this case. Many are demanding reforms in the military system, especially in dealing with cases of bullying and harassment that often occur in the neighborhood. This incident is a reminder that there are fundamental problems that must be urgently corrected in the structure of our military, said a human rights activist. However, in the midst of all this chaos, Jungkook remains a powerful figure. In a brief statement released by his agency, he expressed his gratitude to all those who have provided support. "I feel so blessed to have family, friends and fans who are always there for me. This is a tough test. But I believe that we can get through this together," he wrote. This statement, though brief, brought hope to many that Jungkook would soon recover and return to living his life with vigor. However, big questions still hang over the minds of the public. Will this incident really be the last? Many fear that similar cases may repeat themselves if there is no decisive action from the authorities. Systemic reform in the military is considered a crucial step to prevent incidents like this in the future. This incident has been a stark warning to all concerned about the importance of creating a safe and healthy environment, both within the military and in the general public. For Jungkook, this incident is a new chapter in his life full of challenges. But, as he has always shown in his career, Jungkook is a true warrior who does not give up easily, even in the most difficult situations. And as for her fans, they will continue to support and love her, no matter what. The news of Jungkook's food poisoning opened up a Pandora's box that was far more complex than just individual cases. While the public is still grieving and angry over the superstar's health condition, new theories have emerged that have sparked heated discussions. Many wondered, was this just the act of an envious soldier, or was there an element of a larger conspiracy behind the scenes? A number of military and media observers began to attribute the case to a culture of violence that was already entrenched in the South Korean military environment. Some former members of the military even dared to speak out, revealing the existence of a similar pattern. In previous cases, when someone like Jungkook, who comes from outside military circles, tries to fit in, he is often the target of injustice, said a former soldier who chose not to be named. He also added that Jungkook's status as a global celebrity might make him an easy target. However, the controversy heated up further when new reports indicated that the dangerous substance found in Jungkook's body was not an ingredient commonly used in military kitchens. This raises the suspicion that there are third parties who may be involved in supplying the substance to the offender. Is there a greater force trying to systematically bring down Jungkook? This theory was further reinforced by the confession of a witness who was in the camp. The witness claimed to have overheard a suspicious conversation between the perpetrator and several other soldiers. A few days before the incident, they talked about how to destroy someone without leaving a trace, the witness said. Although there is no concrete evidence supporting this statement yet, speculation about the involvement of certain groups in this case is beginning to develop. On the other hand, the military is under great pressure as a result of this scandal. Many have accused that the system implemented in the military environment is too permissive to the practice of bullying and intimidation. In fact, some political observers mention that this incident is the tip of the iceberg of a much larger problem. Jungkook is just one of the victims, said one human rights activist. There are hundreds, even thousands of similar cases that have never been revealed to the public. This sparked heated debate on social media and online discussion forums. Some have accused the military of deliberately covering up the scandal to protect its reputation. Why did it take so long for them to give an official statement? Why is the initial information so minimal and seemingly filtered? Asked a Twitter user who voiced his disappointment. Furthermore, it was alleged that the military was aware of Jungkook's risk, but chose to ignore it. A confidential report leaked to the media showed that Jungkook had complained several times about the ill treatment he received at the camp. However, this report was never followed up. This raises big questions. Did the military deliberately turn a blind eye to this problem? The situation became even more heated when Jungkook's fans, known as the Army, began to protest. In several locations, including in front of the South Korean Defense Ministry building, fans gathered with posters reading, "Justice for Jungkook" and "Stop Military Bullying." This protest even extended to an international platform, with armies from various countries voicing their concerns. However, the reaction of the military to this action was met with further controversy. In a statement seen as arrogant by many, a military spokesman said the fan protests were just a baseless form of mass hysteria. The military has a robust system to handle these cases, and there is no need for outside interference, he said. This statement immediately drew condemnation from the public, who felt that The military did not appreciate the concerns of the people. As time went on, deeper questions arose.